You normally don't see evil, conniving Jezebels be held accountable for their own actions when it comes to paternity fraud. And yeah, it's a law. It's against the law to be putting people on child support knowing full well that the child is not even theirs. And yet you're going to have them raise another man's child. Then you're going to put them on child support because you claim that since he's not being a good father, you're going to do it anyway, regardless of what race and color you are. But that's the fact that paternity fraud is not being talked about a lot more because there are men out here that are still going through scams and child support, spending money on children that are not even theirs. But I think when it comes to this brother, for this video, shout out to you, man. Link to the original video we were down below so y'all can check it out for yourself. But I'm gonna need you to understand one thing and one thing only. Child support is a scam. Even if you putting a random dude on child support for a child that's not even his, then it's obvious to me that you want the money for yourself. It wasn't even for the child. It was for you. And that needs to change. So we're gonna hop into this video.
He can have it served properly by a Connecticut state marshal.
It was served properly.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Sorry that he's too much of an idiot that he doesn't know how to properly serve something. The court specifically gave instructions. The court tells you it says it right on the paperwork. It is your duty to.
And she's talking to a cop like that? Yep, that's why you're about to go to jail.
Give it to a Connecticut state marshal, has to serve in hand.
Look at her.
Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
What's somebody saying go, 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 like you cheering her on her actions and shit? Like, what the hell?
It was properly served. It was never properly served. I was never even notified about it until they come and tell me.
Miss, this is your copy, all right? You have the original, right? You have the original. Yep, the one that Calderon gave you.
The father's not in New York. Nobody lives in New York. New York has no jurisdiction. Get this away from me.
Okay. Okay.
That's not mine. I'm not taking any service from you. You're
so that must be her kids then.
Okay. Only Connecticut state marshals can serve that
so
properly.
I feel bad for him. I pray for him.
Okay.
And you didn't. Well, this is like they're basically causing trauma to my child right now.
Okay, ma'am. Here's your copy of this form.
You're not allowed to serve me.
Look at the daughters laughing. Like, she doesn't even look traumatized at all. The only person that is doing that is you. You're the one that is acting a fool, acting stupid, acting ratchet and retarded in video because you claim that, you know, they're charging you for paternity fraud, which they have every right to do so. And the fact that you're putting your kids through all of this says a lot about you.
This is the form that we did serve you. If you want to keep it for your own records, you can. Okay?
To give context, she lost custody, and I assume she tried to leave the state or country because she's at an airport. But since she's not above the law, like she thinks she is, they don't allow her to leave and serve her papers.
So you were behind.
Before we get to the second clip, some people said that it's a skit. It wasn't. I want to get back to the first clip. At least now we know that she lost custody of her kids. Because she might have thought that since I'm going to do whatever I want, I'm not going to leave. I can't leave. Well, you broke the law. And that's why you lost your kids, because of your evil deeds. That's why I've always said to every man that is watching this video, wrap your thing up, protect your seed, and be careful of who you have kids with, because if they end up like that, that's on you. But you also have to take accountability for putting a baby on a crazy woman. That's also your fault. But only way for that to happen, don't have sex. Wait until marriage. Better yet, wear a condom.
My bad.
Yeah. I'm grown. I'm old enough now.
I feel like I got the right to do that. So I just wanted to get a test and see what is my daddy.
And so you called him?
Yeah, I called him. He was like, he thought I was his son. So that means that...
We don't see nothing funny.
Nah.
But see, I told you that was your dad.
Disturbing facts that might ruin your day. This is not a real text message from USPS. Scammers are now using...
First of all, that is your dad. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who you took the test with and what you had going on, but that's your daddy.
Yeah. It sounds good, but look, I'm just saying.
It sounds good.
Nah, that's the result. The result say what it say now. I can't lie. I can't fake no results. Now, if you had something going on, then the man that was my daddy...
First of all, you ain't had no business going behind my back. That's what you didn't have no business doing.
Yeah, but I just feel like I ain't had no bond with him like that. Like, I knew something was off. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I wanted to go get my results and see what's going on.
Let me tell you something.
It's okay. You know, I'm old enough, I understand. Now, if my real dad ain't want to take care of me, you know what I'm saying?
See, some things are better left unsaid.
Oh, okay.
You should just left it like it was. I ain't tell you. I told you that was your daddy. You should have...
First of all, if the kid wanted to know who his father is, you cannot get mad at him for doing so. It sounds like to me that you want to fill your son with poisonous thoughts and mindsets to think that he didn't have a father. But he found out that that was his dad, and you just straight up lied to him throughout the whole... He found out that he had a father, and you basically just lied to him throughout the years. And you see, this is what toxic mothers do all the time, and I see it on social media. They will blatantly deny the truth about their parents' whereabouts. Where is their father? Where is their mother? I mean, I'm sure the daughter or the son is going to ask the dad, where's the mother? What happened to mommy? And the dad is going to tell them the truth straight up, straight off the bat. But as soon as the kids ask the mom, where is their father? They're going to come up with the story saying that he was an abuser, he was a child molester, he was a rapist, and all that bull crap. And then later in life, they found out that that was not the case, that the mother lied, put him on child support, and have him paying child support for kids that are not even his. So she should have been charged with paternity fraud. And it's obvious to me that you lying to kids about their significant other is not only a red flag, but it's gonna paint the future of them thinking that way throughout the years to come. And that right there is something I'm not a fan at all.
Right on with all these years. You 18 years old, 19 years old now. It's no sense trying to go behind my back and figure it out. You too old now.
So after she gets caught
that doesn't make any
to
sense.
Her son and the other men for over 18 years, she wants to play victim and act
that's what they always
like he's
do.
The one in the wrong.
They always do that.
Truth.
Man came up to me on the subway to ask for...
Getting back to that clip, the victim mentality that these people have nowadays is unreal. So instead of taking responsibility, I'm all over the place. Instead of taking responsibilities for your actions, the victim mentality is unheard of. I mean, fuck. Nah, fuck this.
My phone number.
Well, it looks like there still are some guys approaching women.
He should have just asked for $1 at that point. He would have gained more from that conversation than that.
Oh dear. It doesn't sound like it went very well, does it?
He had the audacity to be like, wait, hold up. Do you have a boyfriend? Because I don't talk to girls in relationships.
Wait, that's a bad thing that he asked?
What's wrong with that?
I don't talk to men who aren't competitive, okay? If you can't fight, just say that.
Wow. And here I thought it just sounded like the guy was being respectful.
Oh, these bras be killing me with that shit,
You're
yo.
not a good person. You're approaching a woman alone on the subway. You're a terrible human being.
Wait, what?
Why not be like, what's your boyfriend's address? Let me kill him with my bare hands and then take you out for dinner. Romance. Learn it.
Well, doesn't that sound like the beginning?
It really goes to show you that men are not approaching females nowadays because of that mentality right there. Feminism has played a huge role in society, ruining relationships, friendships, marriages, bonds, even you trying to get into a relationship with somebody who was not like that. Well, unfortunately, they already are. So that's why I've always said get your passports, because women in America are not good. Before we get back to this video, Washington D.C. is getting its own reality show, and it's about couples in the DMV trying to find love. And I saw the preview clip on Fox 5 this morning, and yeah, it ain't looking good. The dating scene in DC is worse. And you wonder why I'm single? I will never be on no reality show because I don't trust none of them. I don't trust nobody. Because if you cheat on me, that's a wrap. I don't do second chances. If you can't take accountability for your actions, of how you act, and how you talk, and how you present yourself, and if you can't be honest with me, you're done.
Of a very healthy relationship.
Men don't know how to talk to women nowadays.
And a lot of women really don't seem to know what they want either. And they seem to have gotten their ideas of what romance actually is from a novel that they picked up at the grocery store.
Where are the men who would wake up just to...
Well, the reason why a lot of us men don't want to talk to women and we don't know how to talk to girls anymore is because y'all have these games where... Well, the reason why a lot of us men don't know how to talk to women anymore is because, one, y'all play a lot of games because you want toxicity and you want drama and chaos in your relationship. And you expect us to just give that drama to you so you can just feed off of it. Instead of picking a good guy that is not about that life. And two, you expect the man to do the bare minimum in any relationship. You know, cutting the grass, cook and clean, pay the bills. You know, do everything in a relationship and you do nothing. And lastly, the worst thing you can do is be a hypocrite. And you telling us that we can't follow 304s on Instagram taking bikini pictures while you're the one that's dominant? How about you don't have Instagram? How about you stop being hypocrites and stop being delusional and learn how to be honest with yourself? Maybe you're giving us a reason why we don't want to date you or we don't want to get your number. It's because you're living off this toxicity energy. It's crazy out here.
They could be the man who wakes up next to you.
Well, I'm sorry to have to break it to you, but those men, they've already woken up and they've left.
Yeah.
Because you see, men have now realized there's no real benefit to waking up next to you. We've seen that while you demand things from us, you offer little to nothing in return. At least not anything we can't already get without involving ourselves in a relationship with you. And on top of that, for decades now, y'all told us you didn't want us. Y'all told us you didn't need us. We heard you. And now we're off making a better life for ourselves. One that doesn't involve you. Would we like to have a great relationship? Sure, who wouldn't? But men have finally figured out that the risk simply isn't worth the reward anymore. And now that you guys are figured out that we figured it out, well, now you're wondering, where did all the men go? And then there's this.
Like, where are the men who would walk 500 miles?
And I would walk 500 miles. Now you know why I was never the lead singer in any of the bands I was in. Anyway, last I knew, they were raking in the royalties still from that song they created 30 years ago that I still can't get out of my head.
And then walk another 500 miles for a total of 1,000 just to fall down at your door.
No, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but there's no way in hell
ain't doing that
I'm
shit
singing
either.
that god-awful song to you. All kidding aside, the point I want to make is that women often want men to meet the expectations of things they hear in songs or see in the movies. As I frequently call it, they're searching for that perfect Disneyland prince, the one that doesn't actually exist, but yet they all think does and that they deserve. Men see it for what it is, an expectation of perfection, something no one can achieve. And knowing that, Why would they enter into a relationship with someone who expects that of them? Someone who actually believes a man should walk 500, 1,000, even 1,000,000 miles just to be with them.
You want to know who think like that? Feminists think like that. They program women to have this Disney fairy tale thinking of a man to rescue them from the streets, from any danger whatsoever, when they don't even treat us like kings and protect us and treat, you know, it's like y'all have this Disney fairy tale mindset that you completely forgotten of where you came from. You completely forgotten about reality as well. And the reality is that no man is going to want to end up walking 5 miles or another 5,000 miles to meet you. So suppose if we're in trouble. Suppose if you ended up walking 5 or drive 5 or 6 hours to come see me. You wouldn't want to do that, but you want us to do it. How dumb does that logic sound?
Men are done playing these silly little games, ladies. Life is not
a
rom-com or some romantic song. Life is, well, life. And the completely unrealistic expectations that you've all set now, oh wait, sorry, the higher standards, have reached a level of absurdity that men look at it and go, yeah, no more, we're done. Especially when they realize that they're not going to get anything in return, no matter how hard they work to woo you over. Well, to wrap this up, where they're at is sitting home or hanging out with their buds, playing video games, playing guitar, enjoying life. No longer having to deal with the drama, no longer having to deal with the financial drain of expensive dates, only to get ghosted shortly thereafter. No longer dealing with the ridiculous expectations, higher standards that you've all set. Ladies, I'm sorry to tell you, but men didn't create this situation. You did. But men have now seen...
I'm so glad he said this. I'm so glad that the way he broke everything down of how women have ruined society for us men to even have a chance of getting into a relationship with them. But their mindset and feminism really screwed everything up completely. Because as a man, I know I'm not going to tolerate no disrespect and the type of thinking that they be having nowadays. Because I would rather be at home making content, playing video games, hanging out with my family, and try to figure out life. I would rather do that than to be obsessed with a 304 that has no respect for herself whatsoever. I'd rather do that than to chase some broad that doesn't even love me or don't even care about me. But they want us to do everything. But they don't want to do anything. I ain't doing that. So shout out to this brother right here. I love how he broke everything down.
It for what it is. And they're done and walking away. And the really sad part is they ain't coming back anytime soon.
Exactly.
This next video perfectly showcases why men are done with dating and marriage. Let's take a look.
So there's a few things that I don't do as a married
this
woman.
clip.
Number one.
She is a ticking time bomb, Mo. I did a video covering this a while back. It's on TikTok. Link to the video. Link to my TikTok will be down below. But this individual got exposed so bad, got roasted in the chat, and everybody was letting her have it, as they should. She deserved everything, every karma that gets to her. And I'm just loving every bit of it. You want to know why? Because he married the wrong woman. She claims that she doesn't want to cook and clean and take care of the house. And she expects her man, her husband, to do everything, cook and clean and go to the store, paying the bills and fixing the cars and cutting the grass. I sometimes wonder, did her mother raise her this way? Or did she really started thinking like that when she got grown and went out to the world? I want to know, why does she think like this though? And I don't know who the brother that put a ring on her finger and put babies in this Jezebel. Bruh, you better run. I know your husband probably saw this video and he was like, who the hell did I marry? Who the hell did I marry? That was probably those words that he was probably thinking in his head when he saw this video. Because ain't no way in the world that she just completely and publicly disrespected her husband like that. That video pissed me off, and so did everybody else on TikTok, because I thought that in marriage, I thought that in marriage, y'all supposed to be a team. You know, for rich, for poor, sickness and health, for better or for worse. Now I feel like in this day and age, they're just treating marriage like a joke. They're treating every relationship like it's a joke. I don't understand that. Can't we just go back to the good old days when marriage used to mean something? Now I feel like nowadays everybody is just getting married just to get married. You know, if you don't have good intentions for your partner, and if you have, nah, hold up. I mean, if you don't have, you know, good intentions for your partner, for your significant other, and you want the best for them, invest in them, build them up, motivate them, inspire them, love them, show them unconditional love. And if you really, really love each other, yeah, go ahead and get married. Go for it. But you have to make sure you mean it. Because a lot of people have been going to these marriages like it's a game to them. So that tells me that you got married for the wrong reasons. But for this individual, I feel like she got married because she wanted to have this feminist mindset of not doing anything in the relationship, while the husband should be doing everything. But a little plot twist. I know I'm gonna spoil this for y'all, but I don't care. It's my video. Her husband kicked her out because after he saw this video, I can't quite blame him one bit. I cannot blame him for doing so, because how you gonna sit there and disrespect someone that you love? It's crazy. It's crazy work.
I do not cook for my husband. I only cook for my children. My husband will
That's
be
a damn
making his
shame,
own
bro.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Number 2, I do not help him pay any bills. So if he is short on the rent, on utilities, or anything like that, it is not my problem. I will not be helping him out. His job is to provide for his family, so I am not financially contributing to any of the bills. Number 3, I do not do his laundry. I have my own laundry and my children's laundry to do, so he could do his own. I won't help him put it away. I won't help him fold anything. That's his responsibility. Number 4, he is responsible for replacing any of his essentials like soap, shampoo, anything like that. He needs to go buy it himself. Even if I'm at the store, I will not be replacing it for him. If he needs new underwear, new socks, or anything like that, that's for him to do. I'm not going to do it for him.
I'm gonna leave this video here. This is one of the main reasons why a lot of us men don't want to get married, because of videos like that. She just demonstrated to the whole world of what type of woman she is, and she's not the one for any man that wants to marry her. And basically, she just confirmed to us that she would rather show her children, herself, and dogs unconditional love than to show her husband love under the condition, which is working, cooking, cleaning, doing everything like she said in that video. That's not real love. You're supposed to show love with your husband or your wife unconditionally, regardless of who you marry. Unconditional love, it's important. If you're just gonna love that person, you know, under the condition, what's the point of being in a relationship if you're not going to take that partner seriously? Now I feel like you're just wasting his time. So at the end of the day, fellas, if you're watching this, do better, pick better. If you're not ready in a relationship, focus on yourself. Because I feel like after watching that clip on TikTok and a good update, after she got kicked out of the house because of that embarrassment, ooh, child, if that was my wife doing that to me, I'd be filing for the divorce already, because I'm not going to just sit there and tolerate that disrespect. And I'm going to tell you why they got like that. Feminism. And I'm going to tell you why I think most couples don't really last long in marriages and relationships, is because they don't have God in their lives. Because without Jesus, you're nothing.